guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So yes, I'm very well aware that all of this is very coordinated and very bright, but today's video is related to it. So today's video is actually the Tammi eyeshadow palette review. This is quite an old release, but I feel like as a colorful eyeshadow palette, this has been seen by a lot of people. So I thought, you know what, let me just review it in case anyone was wanting to pick up a colorful eyeshadow palette. And I'm gonna go through all the shades because I have opinions about all of them. I've tried this palette for the past 3 weeks now and I've used almost every shade multiple times in this palette. And also the eye looks that I created, I'll try to post pictures of them while I'm talking about the particular shade so you guys can see how it looks in action. So yes, today's review is about the Revolution Tammi X palette. This is a tropical carnival shadow palette. It does not say eyeshadow palette and the reason is probably because there are pressed pigments in it. So yes, this is not technically an eyeshadow palette, but you can definitely use it on your eyes. It just gives you the warning that it is supposed to give you because of legal requirements. So let's talk about the packaging. It comes in this cardboard box. I just kept it so that I can show it to you guys. Except the ingredient list, everything else is on the palette, so it's okay if you throw it. Then inside you have this palette. It's a pretty decent size palette. If you have any of the older Makeup Revolution palettes that are in this format, this one is slightly taller than these ones. Once you open the palette, there is actually a pretty big mirror in it, and when I say big mirror, I mean a very big mirror. Basically this entire area is a mirror, and then you have your eyeshadows over here. So there are no names written over here, but at the back of the palette, this is not just the cardboard but the actual palette, there are names written over it. Also there is mirror, but I will say this palette seems like I would not be able to travel with this. It feels like it won't stand by a flight. Like if you put this on your luggage, there are high chances that it will be broken. But then this is a colorful eyeshadow palette. I'm not sure how many people like to take their colorful eyeshadows with them while traveling. So coming on to now the colors. Honestly, when I saw the palette first in a photograph, I did not find this appealing because I don't know why, it just never clicked to me. You know how similar it looks, red, orange. The color schemes are very coordinated. Like, why do you need that? And then I looked at it properly and then I realized top row is entirely metallic along with this color over here. Everything else is a matte and none of them have any sort of micro glitter or anything. They are just pure pigments, pure eyeshadows. And now let's talk about all the things that are in this palette. What I'm gonna do is insert a photo over here and then mark the shade that I'm talking about exactly, because the mirror is kind of reflecting everything, so I need to shut this palette down. Let's talk about all the metallic formulas. And the first shadow in this palette, I would not have used this as an inner corner highlight, but once you put it on your inner corners, I feel like medium skin tones and deeper skin tones, this gives such a unique look, you guys. It is slightly on the greenish tone, but as an inner corner highlight, I did not expect to like this so much. But now if I'm doing a warm tone look, there is not any other color that I would like to put on in my inner corners. I have it on today and wow, it's a very pretty color. Same goes for the purple one. The purple one, I don't find it works that well as my inner corner highlight. I find that I need something a little bit more lighter. For deeper skin tones, it would probably be amazing. There is a bronze color in coordination with the orange, which I slightly like better than having the same exact color. The red, it's a pretty metallic normal red formula. The green, it's more on the emerald tone. The blue is a mid-tone blue but a little bit more deeper and a little bit more richer. And the purple, one of the prettiest purple eyeshadows, very true to its color. Swatch it really well, looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, all of them have pretty much the same formula and the same feel and finish to it. I love this metallic formula, you guys. When you touch it, you really don't feel like there is a lot coming on your finger, but when you look at your finger, I'm gonna insert proper swatches obviously, but these are just some colors that are in the palette. I don't find that this has a lot of fallout either, and neither do I feel the need to go in with an wet eyeshadow brush or with a primer or setting spray or anything. I can go directly with these on my eyes and yeah, they look absolutely stunning. Even with a brush, they work really well. Usually that's not the case when you are talking about metallic formula. Oftentimes you will not get the best payoff with a brush, but these ones with a brush, absolutely stunning. You don't have to go in with your fingers at all unless you really feel the need to. If there is one issue that I found with the metallics, is not the formula or anything. I wish these were not the same exact tones as the mattes given. So if you look at the green colors available, all of them have the same tone to it. So imagine if you're doing a green look, you have to put the same colors on your eyes and also the same metallic shade. It is obviously slightly different, but I wish they could have offered either a different sort of metallic, and that's not the case just with 2 or 3 of these colors, but I think 4 out of all the 7 metallics that are offered in this palette are very much of the similar tone. I try to put a swatch or something of all the metallics with their coordinative mattes, and then you maybe understand that there is not a lot of depth in these colors. It's like on the same exact line. It's neither dark, it's neither light, which I do like the metallic colors. I just feel like when you coordinate it with its respective color families, it's not really distinctive in my opinion. But yeah, that is my only issue with these metallic formulas. Everything else is absolutely gorgeous. Next, let's come on to the yellow. And the yellow, I feel like a lot of people are probably curious about it. I don't know what happened with this palette, but I've seen Tammi's video of this palette, and when she swatched it, the yellow seemed like it's one of the most pigmented yellows I've ever seen in my life. And I thought, you know what, maybe it's her palette. Obviously the eyeshadows are gonna look great. And then I went ahead and saw a lot of other people's swatches, not from this year or not any Indian YouTubers or anything, people from mainly other countries, and even their yellow seemed like it swatched really well. But the yellow in my palette, it's very average. If anything, it's slightly even below average, which made me so sad, because I know this palette is created by a person of color, so skin tones like us and deeper. It kind of made me sad that wow, why is this not working out? But then I went ahead and saw the swatches, and it might be the case that Revolution either changed the formula throughout the years, because I think this palette has been around for quite some time. It's not the latest one. She has collaborated with Makeup Revolution I think 3 or 4 times now. I hope that is just in my head. But then what happened to that color? Because I've seen other people use it and it looks absolutely stunning on their skin. Why is it not working out the same way for me? I have used it today and you guys did see that it's workable, but it's not the best yellow that you can get in the market, so that was slightly disappointing. Coming on to the next 2 colors, the red and the orange, absolutely stunning. All of these colors, I will say, are a little deeper than what you would imagine true yellow and true orange or true red to be, and I'm pretty sure she did it on purpose so that it would suit deeper skin tones more, which I appreciate a lot. Not to say that they don't suit lighter skin tones, but I feel like you need different tones for deeper skin tones. But yeah, the orange and the red, absolutely gorgeous. I will say that the red is slightly on the pink tone, but the pink undertone really does not stand out that much. The next is a pink color, and this one, if you are doing a makeup in slightly low light, you'll probably get confused between the red and the pink because they are very much of the same tone, and it's just a pinkier version of the previous color. Again, I wish it was a little bit more neonish and it was a little more brighter, because that would have made it a little bit more stand out compared to the red. But yeah, it's fine. The formula on this one, I feel like it's a little less pigmented than the red and the orange, but it's still pretty workable and pretty good looking on the eyes. Next is a plummy kind of a shade. At first I was like, this is very out of place, but then when I watched her video, I realized that she has purposely set these in a format where these colors blend into each other. So the yellow blends well into the orange blends well into the red. You won't be able to mix directly the blue and the pink unless you are very careful with your eyeshadows. So that's why the purpley plummy color is kind of a mediator for those 2 colors, so you can combine them with a little bit more ease. And honestly, that's very smart. I'm glad she set up this palette in that way. Coming on to the purple, I find that the plum and the purple colors are more muted down than what I would like. I would have liked a little bit more deeper, richer purple. It works really well. I just find that the plum color before it and the purple color, they're slightly similar. Next comes the blue color. This is one pigmented blue shadow. I was so happy to finally have a blue eyeshadow that shows up well on my eyes. It's a really good matte formula, very smooth to work with. Next comes the color navy. It's a navy blue color. So remember how I said that all of these colors are very much of a similar tone? This one actually helps you deepen a lot of those colors. So if you are feeling like the blue is very bluish or a very mid-tone blue, you can go in and deepen it with this navy blue. Same goes for the greens. You can use the navy blue color to blend the greens together and deepen them a little bit more. I appreciate this color a lot, but I would not suggest, especially if you're a beginner and who is just getting into eyeshadows, I would not suggest just going in directly and blending like red and blue together. It will take a lot of time. Since this is a deeper color, it does tend to patch up a little bit. It's not really the easiest matte that I've worked with in this palette, and it's definitely a little bit more difficult, but if you're just using it to deepen the colors, I feel like you'll be fine. If you are a makeup beginner, don't jump on this color and use it, you know, to create a very gorgeous, glorious eye look. go slow. After a while you get a hang of this formula and then you'll be way better at using this color in conjunction with others. But yeah, I appreciate a navy blue. Next comes the green. I feel like another set of colors that people are curious about. These are actually some really good green colors and they work really well on my eyes. I like that one is slightly of the fresh leafy green color, while as the other one is more like an emerald. They are something that you might want to build up or might have to build up, but these are like even better than the yellows. I absolutely love these. And then we have a black. It does look slightly brown in the pan, but when you put it on your eyes it does look like a black. This is similar to navy in where you will have to work with the formula a little bit more and then realize how you want to use it in conjunction to others, but it's still a pretty good one. And when you use it to deepen your eyeshadow looks and stuff, it works amazingly. And I'm gonna say it for the entire palette, you cannot tell by a swatch if eyeshadow is gonna be working well on your eyes. You really have to work with it on your eyes and then see how it looks. Even though I have swatches in this video, that is just a way for you guys to know what I'm talking about or how they, you know, just to get an idea of what the colors look like. But I don't think swatches is a good judgment of whether an eyeshadow is good or not. So yeah, those are all the colors that are in this palette. Also staining and all, I did not find that any of these eyeshadows stain on my eyes while swatching and stuff. The blue color did leave a stain, but I can take it off with some micellar water. It's nothing that bothered me. But in case staining is an issue for you, check it first on the part of your body and then go in. One more thing I wanted to mention is I have not tried this eyeshadow palette with an eyeshadow base. I've used concealer for this. And another thing, if there is anything that I learned throughout the past year, is that eyeshadow primers are really important. I just haven't found a good one that is available in India. These are all over concealers, so maybe for the eyeshadows that I said they don't blend well or they are slightly patchy, maybe it's just that the concealer isn't the best base to put these eyeshadows on. So I just want to put it out there. This might not be your end result if you're using proper base for this. That was it for the formula and everything. I got this palette off of Myntra. I got it under 1000 rupees, which is why I wanted to review this palette as one of the most affordable palettes available, a colorful eyeshadow palette available, and wanted to see if the formula is really good. So yeah, that is what this video is about. I think this is generally on a 30% off sale all the time on Myntra. If you want to pick that up, do it. But I have also seen this go 40% off and 50% off. I picked it up at 42% off or something, and after that I did see this go at 50% discount. So in case you wanted this palette, get it from Myntra. Would I recommend this palette? Yes. I will say that some of the formulas in here are a little bit difficult to work with, but once you get a hang of it, you do learn a lot from it. Overall, I will say that I like 75% of this palette. Some of these eyeshadows like the yellow, the navy blue, they are difficult to work with and maybe not the best in pigment, especially the yellow color, but everything else is fine. I'm glad as a person of color that she created this specifically with deeper skin tones in mind, and I have a lot of appreciation for it. I don't really watch her, but I've seen few of her videos and she seems like a really sweet person. So yeah, I'm glad I got this. Would I go back in the past and buy this? Yes. One thing I will do is lower my expectations for the yellow color, because that is honestly something that disappointed me a lot. So yeah, that was it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you wanted this, I hope you can form a final opinion on if you wanted to pick this one up or not. Please like, comment and subscribe. Leave down any sort of video request if you have any. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.